Most people, when they come to a class like this, especially real estate investors, the big question is, what's your why? And I'm pretty sure that all of you in this room have gone through that question. And that can be a very personal question, so I'm not going to ask you tomorrow to prepare your why. What I am going to ask you is to prepare what you think you need, what you think you want, and through notes, maybe an outline of how you get there, okay? For me, and I'm going to go into a little bit of my story here because I want you to kind of think about this when you're thinking about what do you need, all right? Some of you have heard it on the podcast. Me talk about my story. I've been in real estate for over 20 years. I've done just about everything there is to do in real estate investing. I have owned my own construction company. I have had 36 employees. We've done ground-up construction. I've been a property manager. I never want to do that again, by the way. I was not good at it. I really wasn't, because I have a very big heart, and everybody's got a story, right? Life happens every day to everybody. So I realized very quickly that I was not a good property manager. I've done tax liens, tax deeds, property management. I've owned a sewer treatment plant, believe it or not. And I was very successful. It almost killed me, though. I was making a lot of money at a very young age, but I was also working 18, 19 hours a day. God bless you. Every day, 7 days a week, okay? And I think when the crash of 2007 to 2009 happened, it was a blessing in disguise. Now, that being said, it was a very painful lesson for Paige to learn, right? I lost over $20 million when the crash happened. That's a huge number. Understandably, I went away for a little while, but I quickly realized that real estate gives the flexibility to determine your own destiny. That's a number, it's money, you know, and I don't mean to sound cavalier about that because it is a huge number, but it is just that, it's a number, right? I was very fortunate that I came back home, I met my husband, we have a wonderful relationship, he's been very supportive, and then I met Joseph, and he's very supportive and one heck of a mentor, I will say. Okay, now I'm fortunate enough that we're business partners. But when I started studying notes under Joseph, the light bulb went off for me, and I equate it to angels singing. You'll hear me say that angels sang. And the reason is that I determined that I don't have to be in any one location to do what we're doing. I can develop relationships around the world if I want to. As long as I've got a computer and a phone, I can do this business. For me, that is ultimate freedom. I control the destiny by doing my due diligence. I control, for the most part, I can mitigate that risk and anticipate what my outcome is going to be. And I can make this as big or small as I want. So when you go to your home tonight, where you're laying your head, think about that. Think about what you want. I'm going to challenge you to say, do you want passive income? Do you want chunks of cash? Do you want to be in this for the long haul? Do you want to build up your retirement? Do you want to travel? What dollar amount is it going to take to get there? Because that's the starting point. It's all fine and good to say, I want to be a real estate investor, and notes is very intriguing to me. I want to know, why is it intriguing to you? Why do you like it? Because that's going to determine how you go about setting into this business, whether it's by yourself, whether it's by a joint venture, however you determine, and that's going to kind of shape who you are as a note investor, if at all. There are some people that will go through this class and determine, you know what, note investing is not for me, and that's okay. But I'm going to challenge you that if you do find notes intriguing, and I realize we're only halfway through, but if you do find that this is something that you want to do, have a goal in mind. Write it down. Write it down. Most people that have a goal, there was actually a Harvard study that was done, that people that actually write down their goals, 87% of them will achieve it. 13% will achieve it if they don't write them down. So always have that in front of you, okay? And I'm going to challenge you tonight, and then we're going to discuss that tomorrow morning, so be prepared, okay? That's it. Yay! Congratulations.